There we go. There we go, mate. Good day, all. Fix this. Good day, all. Welcome back, y'all. Uh, we live again. I told y'all, I'm gonna try to stream every day, and when I said it, I meant it. So today, uh, we talking about this first look at the new Superman Legacy. So I haven't personally been able to get my hands on the trailer. But what I have been able to do is get some images and take a look at, kind of what it looks like. Let me move my camera. Let me get it right. Anywho, so yeah, man. Hope y'all having a great day. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy King, and again, like I said, we're gonna take a look at this Superman Legacy movie scheduled to be released in 2025. So, this is a Peter Gunn. Is this a Peter Gunn? Or is his name? Not Peter Gunn. James Gunn. Peter Gunn. Y'all, this show my age. Y'all don't be knowing, man. Y'all don't know nothing about back in the day, man. So with the music scene, easy to get that misconstrued. But anywho, I digress. Um, James Gunn released a new image, and let me show y'all the image. So, this is the image. Now, let me make sure I got it up here. I don't know if y'all can see it. And the one thing about it, so I'm not. Now listen, this is one thing about it, right? When I think about Superman, I get it. Like the old school Superman with the red undies on the outside, the red boots, red cape. I get it, but I'm just not here for it. Like to me, when you think about Superman nowadays, it's the blue. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole blue. Yeah, you still got the boots, but you gotta get rid of the red undies. I just don't understand why he went back to it, but it is what it is. This is the first look at what's his name, David Cornson. So I'm really not sure of the other movies that he's been in. Was it? Oh, he was in Pearl. He was in The Politician. He's gonna be in the new Twister. Okay, or yeah, that's at least what I'm seeing from first glance. Looking like he has a pretty decent. Okay, Own This City and Pearl. All right, so he has a few. He has a catalog. He has some credits to his name. But in my opinion, man, like I don't know. I'm just not here for that outfit. But I am here for the movie. Now, I will say this because I do want to get into what I want to see from the movie. Like me personally, when it comes to Superman, I think I would much rather have them get away from the general topics in which they've been talking about. See, because this is my thing with Superman. Like Superman to me, he is in that realm of he should be a hero, but I don't consider him a hero because of his infatuation and lust and need for Lois. You know what I'm saying? Like if you told me that this alien Kryptonian, he can fly, he can go to planets, he can go to different planets, he can like literally travel the universe if he wanted to, and he falls in love. He falls in love with one regular woman, regular. Like you had, and my guy I was talking to. Shout out to my guy Chris, man. He really brought up a good point. He could have had Wonder Woman. So you tell me this, right? You're an alien. You're a super being. You have the ability to fly through space. In some instances in the movies, turn back time. That was crazy. You choose a reporter who a lot of people don't even like over Wonder Woman. That's his business. I am not hating on your business, but I personally myself wouldn't have done that. Like I think you know you gotta go for what's best for you. And yeah, I know that she became his world. But that's a crazy hill to die on, bro. When you could choose any world, literally, to choose from. Like you could go find life on another planet. Like it really brought me back to like Star Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, where every movie he pretty much had a different chick. You know what I'm saying? Or even when he lost the love of his life supposedly, he still had another chick. Like he's looking for Gamora, but it was other chicks involved because even him and Gamora had that relationship where they don't know what they really were, and that's why I want to see with Superman. Like, just get away from this obsession, man, with Lois Lane, and just do what you got to do, bro. Like if the writers can't figure this out, that in this day and age we're tired of seeing this over and over again, some ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the narrative that we need to start pushing. Like instead of always being about, oh well, it's Superman and blah blah blah. Nah, bro. Let's just get back to the basics. Let this man fight crime. Let this man fight universes. Let this man fight aliens. Like let him fight somebody. Because at some point, man, what are we doing here? Like you gonna continuously do the same thing over and over again? You gonna fight the same Doomsday? You gonna fight the same Dark Side? You gonna fight the same Brainiac? You doing the same thing over and over again, and it's getting pointless because y'all act like other people can't come from other worlds and handle Superman. Then all he does really is punk the guys that's part of his own team or in his own realm without actually solving nothing. So I think you can create more villains or you can create more situations where Superman can be used properly. Because at this point, what are we doing here? Like it's just the same thing over and over again. But also, I want to go back. I do want to look at this photo again, right? Because like I want to know, like what is that back there? You see that back there? Like I feel like that's important. I feel like they're giving us something to look at. Even a suit, like you see how his suit is kind of damaged. He's kind of tore up a little bit. Like I feel like this is stuff we need to pay attention to, or it's gonna be a bigger deal than we know. Because even look at his face, like he looks defeated a little bit, looks a little beat up. He looks like okay, whatever has been going on, it just ain't right, and he needs some help. So I don't know if this Superman is going to be assisted. Maybe he'll end up catching some help from like the Batman or a Flash or someone. But I am interested in what that is back there. What's the purpose of it, and the significance of it letting off this beam, or is that beam hitting it? Like, what are we doing here? Like, so I'm gonna check the trailer. I'm gonna look for the trailer. I'm not really sure if it's out. I'm not. How can I say it? Because I'm not because I wasn't excited for this. I haven't been really looking for it. But with this fan art, like I said, without the red underwear, if you X-nay the red underwear, I would be kind of excited to see this movie. And it's just really because like I said, I was tired of the mainstream way that they portray Superman all the time. Like, yes, we get it. He's the great white hope of a lot of people. And that was like the character made back in the day. Like, white guy, you know, all American look, raised on a farm, but he's an alien. And it was like, I get it. They were trying to make more of a sense of like the um, immigrant or, like the hard worker coming from another nation. And at the time, the audience just happened to be white. So yeah, you made him a white guy, look at pompadour hair, muscular physique, and he's super. So, I'm not saying we need a black one. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm just saying is, eventually we have to make him more interesting. You know what I'm saying? And if we can't get away from the same old, what are we gonna do? Like, it's just gonna always be the same old, same old. But like, I'm also interested too. Like I said, I want to know where they're gonna go with the storyline. Where's the future? Um, what's the rationale behind X-naying the Henry Cavill character and recasting, knowing that Henry Cavill was like a really good Superman, and then kind of like doing the same thing they kind of did with the Batman, where you have a good Batman who, yeah, he's not the best. Like I think the Batman Begins, Batman for Returns, all that stuff. Like those were it was a good trilogy. Um, but then when they introduced Ben Affleck as Old Man Batman, I felt like yeah, it was dope, but you still could have paved way with the last guy. You could have kept him. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been that bad. But I also know he wanted to move forward. It's just funny how when people say they want to move forward, they generally move to Marvel. Just like in Marvel, when they say they want to move forward, they generally move to DC or some other, uh, other company that's doing either comic book or fantasy. So I get it, y'all. Like y'all don't want to get stuck in the role in which y'all feel like y'all being typecast and all that. But if it's working, it's working. And I just think Henry Cavill would have worked at least for two more movies. Even though he's doing The Witcher, he was doing other stuff, and I think he just got casted for Marvel to be something, to be another super. But I digress. I'm not here to hate on it. I'm just here to keep it real. But yeah, I think that's my thing about that Superman. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one. I really wish that I could gauge and take it. Because, like, let's be real. How many of us really care about Superman anymore? You know what I'm saying? We talking about all these other characters that we're building up that we want to see more integrated of black, female, Latina, Hispanic, whatever you want to call it, whatever you are, Asian, all that. We want to add all these characters in. Who really checking for Superman? Like to be fair, he's been the villain for the last what 10 years, 10, 15 years. So I think that's the thing is like where we going with where we going with his story. You know, where are we going with him as a character in whole? Because but out of all I think of the Justice League, Superman and Batman were the only ones that voluntarily recruited at one point to work with Darkseid. Not like they just gave up, but it was one of those things where they felt they didn't have a choice and they ended up working for him. I know Cyborg was used in the animated series and I think in the comics as a way to time travel and move through worlds, but he was a slave. He wasn't given power and then used as a soldier for Darkseid, like Superman and Batman. But I also correlate that to their obsessive need for control, and also the idea that they could, you know, handle Darkseid by themselves if they needed to, if they got in close enough. Which he's not stupid, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing about Darkseid. He's amazing. Like that's how he became Darkseid. But I'm just wondering, because like even James Gunn, his approach to these movies, and I'm not sure if the influence with Marvel is a thing. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, great to me, great franchise because the story is told correctly. You have a start and an end for Star Lord, a start and an end, or a start and a rebuild for Rocket. Groot, like every character got their life story kind of displayed, as well as their new start and a new life. And some stay with the group, some move forward. But I think that's going to be the thing for Superman. Are we going to reinvent his lifestyle, reinvent his whole way of thinking, and move forward, and or we're going to keep this revolving door of him being uh, just weird, his selfish, super weird self. Like I don't know. Me don't know. Me just work here, but I would like to see something different. So that's my take on it. I would like to see y'all take on it. Like I said, man, if you watch, definitely go ahead and throw in the comments and just let me know what you think, Superman's future should be. And also, if they need to revamp the whole cast and crew of the Justice League, just do something different. Introduce new heroes, introduce new villains. Like, is this something that you think the studio should go through? Because I've been hearing a lot. Like, a lot of people tell me, man, like, they just running out of ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like, movie studios and writers, they just regurgitating the same old plot lines, the same old characters, traits, and we're just changing the names, and you could pretty much tell what a movie's gonna be from the get go. And I think that's what this is. Is like another remake. You know, another. How many remakes are we gonna have of Superman? How many remakes are we gonna have of Batman? How many remakes are we gonna have of the Flash? Like it's just not. It's getting old, you know. And I think with new characters, with the Marvel universe expanding and moving forward with younger characters, and I think DC has done that, like Aqualad and Blue Beetle. But we gotta give them a main stage and start building their storylines with intro movies and just start over that way. Like you already have a reputation for being kind of dark and kind of just all over the place with what you do with your movies and your heroes. I mean, what are your characters? Let's just start building new characters, and those introductions can really get rid of some of the thoughts of the past. Like if you gave me, because Blue Beetle was not a bad movie, it was just a little too aggressive on the messaging. So if you gave me that for the rest for different characters in the even the Teen Titans, I would be I'd be here for it. You know what I mean? Like the series was pretty good. So if the movies, you know, if you threw that in there and kind of gave us the Beast Boy origin, gave us a Starfire origin, um, all of the characters, I'm telling you, I think you could get people here for it. Let me see, man. There we go. Oh, here we go. I ain't get the chat up. I ain't up here. I ain't doing it yet. Let me see if I can find this trailer. Oh, let me see if I can find this. Okay. We got a trailer. Let me see if I can pull this trailer up. There we go. I'm finna see if I can get this trailer for y'all. Hmm. No, that ain't gonna work. Let's see if I can do it this other way.
To get started in data analytics, you don't need previous experience or a degree. The Google Data Analytics Certificate will teach you to code in R, to code in SQL, data visualization, and learning how to problem solve like an analyst would. At the end of the day, being a data analyst is about communication. It's the number one soft skill that you'll pick up. And so learning how to take the information and make it accessible to a lot of people is at the core of being a strong data analyst. Ready to get started? Enroll today.
Oh my god. Trying to get this right. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this trailer up. This is getting a little too aggressive for me. But give me time. I'll see what I can do. Cause I ain't even watched it yet, and that's the thing. I should do it. No, I'll do it later. But anywho, I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I said, man, if y'all get an opportunity to check it out and y'all got any questions, y'all even got any comments, man, come back to the live, throw it in the video. I'm gonna address it tomorrow because I'm not asleep on this. Like, I really am excited about it, but I also am kind of leery on what they gonna do because they really be tripping. Like, it don't always work out the way that they want it to work out when you always trying to change something up, or well, not change something up. Sorry, let me reverse. We're always trying to redo the same thing over and over again, but it's in a different way. Like, it's insanity. So let's see what they do. Let's see if they can get themselves together. All right, y'all. That's my time. Peace.